Good day, my friends, again. We are going to roast some delicious organic carrots and beetroot. We're going to simply put this in a Pyrex glass casserole dish with the glass lid, which will create its own convection oven inside the oven. It actually saves electricity. We don't have to put it in as long because this thing heats up at a very high temperature. And we're going to add some organic cumin seeds and organic oregano. This is dried oregano, very typical here in Sicily. And we were going to use Himalayan salt, which is free of microplastics. And this is cold pressed extra virgin olive oil, which is what we also buy here locally in the region. This is also not sprayed with pesticides, very healthy. Did you guys know that the benefits of eating organic? There are many benefits to eating organic. You save your body from ingesting harmful pesticides and insecticides. The rates of IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, have been increasing exponentially around the world. This is also due to the modern farming practices, which are destroying the natural properties of food with all the chemicals they're putting in. So this is what we are trying our best to eat an organic and sustainable life, and our videos, hopefully will bring to light the benefits of eating organic and protecting the soil, the environment for our future generations. So join us on this journey. By the way, we don't use parchment paper in the oven or foil
to cover the tray.
To cover the tray, we just put it in here in this Pyrex because this can be washed again. And like I said, this saves a lot of electricity because this, when you cover this, it creates its own little convection oven, so the heat keeps on circulating within here. You don't have to leave the oven on for so long because this retains its heat, so you can switch off the oven and just leave the vegetables in there, and it will just keep on cooking. So that's the beauty of using Pyrex, glass Pyrex. In the last minute, we decided to chop some garlic and spring onion, which just adds a great flavor to this. So that's what we decided to do. Now I'm going to add some Himalayan salt. I just use my hands. I prefer that. It's just more natural and I can kind of gauge. So maybe this is half a teaspoon of salt, or even less, probably a quarter teaspoon of salt. These are organic cumin seeds. So I'm just going to sprinkle kind of generously because they taste really good. So maybe half a teaspoon of this too. And then just going to put some dried oregano. Organic. Everything is organic, like I said in the beginning. And then this is the
cold pressed olive oil.
As you see, I'm very generous with it. I'm not shy. So maybe this would be 3 tablespoons. There's no exact on this. But definitely with salt, you always have to be careful because you don't want it too salty. And also with the olive oil, of course, you want it within reason. So you don't want to flood with olive oil. We're just mixing this up, and then we're going to cover it and put it in the oven.
For about 20 minutes?
No.
20 to 30 minutes?
I would say about 30 minutes, but we usually switch off the oven after 20 minutes and then just leave it in for another 20 to 30 minutes. So we don't waste it because the residual heat cooks this really thoroughly in this Pyrex, especially with the lid on. There we have convection oven within the oven. As you can see, I'm just putting it in here. 20 minutes, and then it's 200 degrees Celsius. I leave it for 20 minutes, and then I switch it off and leave it for, let's say, 30 minutes more. And it's completely cooked because the steam within the Pyrex and the lid on top is just going to steam all the vegetables, and the olive oil is going to absorb into the vegetables. It's really healthy. Now that it came out of the oven, like I said previously, we put the oven on at 200 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes, and then we switched it off and left it for another 30 minutes just to cook in its residual heat, because this is Pyrex, and because the lid is on, the convection will keep on going on in the oven. Well, we have a very good oven. It keeps hot for a very long time. Now we're going to just mix a bit of honey, raw honey, with some lemon juice And I'm gonna just mix it in here and pour it over. It just adds depth to the flavors. So I'm just going to squeeze this in here. For this, I squeezed one full lemon and 2 teaspoons of honey, and I just put it in this jar. I just mixed it around, and then we're just gonna literally pour it over here. And then we're just gonna mix that again. We even included the pulp of the lemon. It will just absorb into the salt will absorb into it. So we just add some extra flavor. And that's it. Have you ever thought about the benefits of beetroot and carrots? Beetroot is high in iron and it's very good for your digestion. It actually helps with your digestive tract. Carrots are very beneficial for your eyes, eye health. They have a lot of minerals and nutrients in there that support eye health. So these are 2 very beneficial vegetables. And then of course we added the honey, which is rich in antibacterial properties. This is raw honey. And the freshly squeezed lemon juice, which is rich in vitamin C, which is also fights against infections. So this is a nutrient bomb that we made today. And there's a good depth. The garlic, spring onion mixed well with the oregano and the cumin seeds. And then you have a bit of a tang from the lemon juice and a sweetness from the honey. So it actually complements really well the whole dish. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, we would appreciate if you could. That will support our channel and help us to make more useful content to support organic and sustainable living. Thank you guys.